'Cause diamonds are a girl's best friend. Yeah, I don't feel very manly after that one. But who gives a shit? It's Marilyn Monroe. Hey everyone, welcome to the top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 personal favorite Marilyn Monroe movies. Yes, I know a bajillion people have recommended me to do this top 10 list for so long. I finally got to it, guys. Here's my top 10 favorite Marilyn Monroe movies. Yes, she's a very complex actress. She's very good, but a lot of her movies, she's not like always a lead role in her films, so it's very hard to talk about some of her movies because she's not very big in them, but the movie itself is so fucking good. So yeah, I'm not going to dive into too much details with all these films, so I'm just going to very quickly give you my top 10 favorite Marilyn Monroe movies. Alright, let's get to it. Here's my top 10 personal favorite Marilyn Monroe films. And before a top 10 list, you gotta have your honorable mentions. My honorable mentions are There's No Business Like Show Business, River of No Return, Clash by Night, Bus Stop, The Alice in the Jungle, and Let's Make Love. All great films, just gonna make the top 10 list, but what did make my top 10 was my number 10. My number 10 is All About Eve. All About Eve is so good. It's amazing. It's fantastic. I don't need to praise it. Everyone has already praised it already. I agree with everyone's fantastic. Bette Davis should have won the Academy Award. It's so good. It only won a couple Academy Awards. It's like one of the most nominated films ever, right there with like La La Land, but yeah, I think it's so good. Bette Davis is the real, praise you give this film because she is so fucking good in this movie, and the movie is just such a well-told story and well-directed, and it's just a very compelling film, and it shows you what show business can do to a very nice person, and yeah, it's a very realistic and interesting message to tell in a film. Marilyn Monroe is not very big in this film. She's in a few scenes, she's so good in this film, very likable in this film, very interesting in this film. But again, it's not her movie. This is more of a Bette Davis film. But I had to put her in it, even though it's more of, again, a Bette Davis film, or even a Joseph Mankiewicz film. But yeah, she's still in the film, and I love this film so much, I had to make the top 10 list, even though Marilyn Monroe's not a big part in it. But for what she does, she's still good, and it's a great film. Coming number 9 is The Prince and the Showgirl. The Prince and the Showgirl, I never saw this movie for so long. What got me into this film was this one, My Week with Marilyn. Great film. If you haven't seen it yet, check that out with Michelle Williams and Kenneth Branagh. That movie is about the making of The Prince and the Showgirl when Laurence Olivier and Marilyn Monroe had to make this film together, and he fucking hated her. Even though he thought she was gorgeous and beautiful and at times talented, he thought she was a shitty actress, and she never really listened on set. So it was very interesting, the making of this film, so I really actually wanted to check the film out itself, and it's a good movie. It's not amazing, but it is a very good film. Marilyn Monroe is a very crucial role, and she is very good. Laurence Olivier's direction is really solid. He is fantastic in this film. He outstages her completely because he's a better actor than she is, but she is still very good, and they work decently with each other, and I like the story, I like the shots, and it's a very lighthearted film, and it's definitely one of the better Marilyn Monroe films. Coming number 8 is Niagara. Niagara is another film I actually really enjoyed this film. It's a very good, it's one of the darker, thrilling movies with Marilyn Monroe. It was really cool because I've been to Niagara Falls so many times, and I've actually seen all the places where they shot this film. It's really cool and stuff, and it's a very simple story. It's basically about this couple. They're on vacation on Niagara Falls, and they see this other couple, which is Marilyn Monroe and her husband, and basically Marilyn Monroe is plotting to kill her husband, but then it goes all sour when the husband kills Marilyn Monroe's lover, and he kills Marilyn Monroe and stuff, and yeah, it's a very edgy psychological thriller with great performances. Marilyn Monroe is an ultimate femme fatale in this film, and yeah, it's just a great, fun thriller that I love. Come number 7 is The 7-Year Itch. The 7-Year Itch is a great Billy Wilder film. Marilyn Monroe is fantastic. The most iconic scene, obviously, is the dress. Marilyn Monroe is great. It's a great comedy with great performances. It's a great story. Again, another very lighthearted, heartwarming Marilyn Monroe film, and yeah, absolutely love it. Come number 6 is Don't Bother to Knock. Don't Bother to Knock is a film noir, again, another femme fatale role for Marilyn Monroe. This one is a more very unsettling role, which she plays in. She is just creepy and unsettling in this film, and basically it's about this guy who has a hotel room, and the hotel room across from him, room 809, I'm pretty sure it's 809, where Marilyn Monroe is staying, and she's babysitting this girl and stuff for this family. And she's flirting with him at the window, getting him to come over to her hotel room, and basically when he comes over, she's creepily obsessed with him because she thinks he's her ex-boyfriend and stuff, and it's very weird and very unsettling, and it leads to her like tying up the little girl and stuff, being really creepy, almost killing her uncle and stuff. It's just a really weird film noir thriller, and yeah, I love it. I think it's great. Marilyn Monroe's great. Anne Bancroft is a small role. She's fantastic. It's a very thrilling film. The other actor, I forget the guy's name. He's really good too. Not the lead guy, the guy that plays the elevator man. He's in the Killing and stuff with the Stanley Kubrick film. Yeah, I forget the actor's name, but he is so good in this film as well. And yeah, it's just a really great, very entertaining psychological thriller. It's short and to the point, and that's the way I like it. Coming number 5 is The Misfits. The Misfits is a really solid film. This has really great performances. This is more of a serious Marilyn Monroe film, and she's fantastic in this film. This is one of her better performances. It has Clark Gable, Eli Wallach, and Montgomery Montgomery Scott? Is it Montgomery Scott? God, what's his name? It's Montgomery Scott, isn't it? I'll put his name up there. Yeah, it's whatever his fucking name is. Yeah, this is a great film. This is a great dramatic romance film, and basically it's about this girl who just got divorced and stuff, and she meets this guy named Gay. Yeah, try not to laugh at that. Yeah. He's played by Clark Gable. She has like this romance and stuff, but her friend always told her, be careful not to fall in love with cowboys and stuff, and then she finds out a secret that Clark Gable and his friends are doing with horses, and it's pretty unpleasant, and basically it's her standing up for the horses and, you know, standing up for animal rights and stuff, and yeah, it's a very good dramatic film, and with some really good writing, really good direction. Marilyn Monroe's performance is so good. So is Montgomery Cliff is great, this film, with Eli Wallach, Clark Gable. It's just a very good dramatic film with a really good story, with a really good message, with some solid writing, and yeah, definitely a great film. Coming number 4 is How to Marry a Millionaire. Yes, this is a film I actually watched on Netflix years ago, and it's just such a great, fun, delightful film. Marilyn Monroe, Lauren Bacall, the other girl, and yeah, it's basically about these 3 girls. They're all roommates together, and basically they want to get rich quick. They basically all want to marry millionaires, rich guys, so they can have, you know, luxurious lives and live the good life and stuff. But also they realize they need to fall in love with a man not for his money, but for who he is inside and stuff. And no matter how much he makes, you have to fall in love because you're in love. You have passionate feelings for them. Yeah, this is a really good, delightful romantic comedy, again, with great performances, great laughs, lots of charm, lots of wit, lots of great music, great score, good writing, and it's just an all-around delightful film. Coming number 3 is Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, just again, like How to Marry a Millionaire. It's just a very delightful, heartwarming film, very colorful, very bright, a bit cheesy at times, but still really enjoyable to watch. It's a great musical. I love Jane Russell in this movie with Marilyn Monroe. They both are great. This is the movie that brought the song "Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend." This movie is also directed by Howard Hawks. I love Howard Hawks' films. He's so great. It's a great, delightful comedy. It's got a lot of cheese, it's got a lot of wit, but it's just an all-around great, charming film that I absolutely love watching. Coming number 2 is Monkey Business. Monkey Business, again, is another Howard Hawks film, and I love Howard Hawks' movies. I love his style of comedy. And I'm very selfish with this movie because I just love it, because I love Cary Grant so much in this film, and this would probably almost be number 1 if it was a Cary Grant list, but I still love Marilyn Monroe in this film. I love Marilyn Monroe, and I love, my god, what's her name? Ginger Roberts. Ginger Roberts is also in this film. She's also very funny, very enjoyable. Basically, it's about them experimenting with monkeys, and basically they come up with a serum to make your body almost age like a young person. You can live a longer life and stuff, and basically be like a 20-year-old when you're like literally 40 and stuff. And basically Cary Grant takes the serum and stuff, and he acts like he's an 18-year-old kid again, and it's just so funny. This is a very funny movie, and Cary Grant is just so fucking great in this movie. I love Cary Grant. Cary Grant's one of my favorite actors. He's so fantastic in this movie. So is Ginger Roberts, and Marilyn Monroe is also delightful to watch. It's very funny, very heartwarming, and I just have a personal love for this film. And my number 1 favorite Marilyn Monroe movie is, no shocker, it's Some Like It Hot. Yes, Some Like It Hot is so great. Again, not just due to Marilyn Monroe, it's mostly due to Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis, because they're just so great. Billy Wilder's direction is also fantastic. It's got a great screenplay. It is so funny, this movie. I love the story about 2 guys dressing up like a woman, because they're basically in debt, and they're basically going to get killed, so they have to dress up like women to get on this train to get out of town. And they end up like in Hawaii or something or whatever, And basically, they're with Marilyn Monroe and stuff, and Jack Lemmon has this billionaire trying to marry him, and Tony Curtis is pretending to be a rich guy to impress Marilyn Monroe, and it's just so funny. This movie is so hilarious. Marilyn Monroe's great. She's got a beautiful voice in this movie. She's got great chemistry with Tony Curtis. She's delightful to watch in this film. Tony Curtis is hilarious when he does the Cary Grant impression when he's pretending to be the rich billionaire. So funny. Jack Lemmon steals this film. He was nominated for this movie. He is so funny. The way this movie ends too, I won't spoil the punchline, but the ending to this film, one of the greatest ending jokes to any comedy. It is genius. It is so funny. It is so funny. Nobody's perfect. You have to watch the movie to get that joke, but yeah, so great. It's just a great film, one of the best classic comedies ever made, and of course, it's the best Marilyn Monroe film. So yeah, that was my top 10 personal favorite Marilyn Monroe movies. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what are your top 10 personal favorite Marilyn Monroe films? Give me your top 10s. Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.